Carol, tell my people the good news about Consumer Direct yesterday. Consumer Direct, folks, is the employment agency that the insurance company Nescentia hires, that Medicaid hires. And we hired a new person, Sasha Whalen. And what went wrong in the first place, Carol? What I did was wrong?
Yes.
And so you cleaned that up, right?
Well, we got into the computer system over the weekend, but I wasn't able to really delete anything and of the errors. It had to go back to the IT folks at Consumer Direct. They had to make the corrections.
And they did that, Carol?
Yes.
And then what did you do?
Nothing. I mean, nothing. We just can go forward now for this week. The system will be operating, and people will be using the correct way to sign in, so there shouldn't be any more issues going forward.
And this has lingered over 3 or 4 weeks, hasn't it?
Well, no, we only got into the system the information to get into the system last week, but over the weekend we weren't able to make the corrections necessary because their IT people had to do it. So everything is
No, but it's taken us over 3 weeks, hasn't it, to get Sasha into the system?
yes, that's because of the paperwork required from her medical records.
Oh, yeah. Folks, did you know about the doctor back after World War II to be extra careful when he gave a shot for the German measles? He gave 2 shots, one for East Germany and one for West Germany. Well, thank you. And then there was other big news too, Carol, about the trust. You got them straightened out, didn't you?
Well, the money is deposited into the trust, and they should start updating the database with disbursements and making payments to go forward in January.
Very, very good. You got them cleaned up. There's $1,200 in the trust, right?
Correct.
And there's $600 into the debit card. And then what happened yesterday? Big news about our debit card.
We just got the latest card updated and activated.
And then today, Mary Ann brought back the wrong food stamp card, right? And we tore it up.
We put it in with the envelope of old cards. It's plastic. It's not paper. You can't rip it.
Oh, okay. So that was a mess. We took the wrong,
Card to Walmart.
yeah, food card to the bank. And then Wayne, you were cleaning up the finances for a chat with Glendora.
Well, yes, I was. I haven't gotten back to that yet, but I had started figuring it for you.
What he's talking about, folks, is at the end of the month, he categorizes every expense, like the groceries, like the car, like office supplies. And then he adds up each column, right, Wayne?
Yes,
And then he adds up the total.
yes.
And
I had a few questions, so that held me up on it. So I'll have to get back to that.
Now, Wayne, we're planning for a trip for you to come from Pittsfield over to Happy House 3. We're planning that nice trip, and Carol says that she might be able to drive you.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll formulate that later.
Okie doke. Anything else that happened yesterday? Didn't your, wasn't yesterday when your son and his fiance picked out something, honey?
Yes, they're moving forward with their wedding plans.
And they picked out their
Und-
wedding cake. They picked out their wedding cake. Or they even ordered it. Okay, now, Carol, let's get out the joke folder. I told Pat Gormley, Wayne, thank you, Carol. Is it right side up? That Pittsfield TV played the same program 7 times. They were supposed to play it just once.
Yes.
Is this jokes, Carol?
It could have been 7.
Yes.
All right, can you see where we left off yesterday? Mary Ann Jones, where are you, dear?
Right here.
We have some funny jokes for you.
Oh, good.
Richard and...
Over 300 years.
Well, dear, oh, yes, the tourist party was going over the ruins in Europe, but there was one house that they were looking at, and the tour guide said this house had been kept the way it always was. Not a stone has been turned. It's exactly the way it was when it was built. And one tourist said to another tourist, they must have the same landlord we do.
Last quarter.
The economists on Wall Street say the economy will pick up in the last quarter, and the man said, well, I'm down to my last quarter.
Mechanic mother.
Oh, yeah, this is funny. My mechanic is a big, strapping man. He's very huge and very strong. And it was time for him to take care of the 1980 and the 1993 Lincoln. And I called him and called him and called him and called him and called him. And he didn't return his calls. So guess what I did, Wayne? Guess what I did, Mary Jane?
Marianne, no.
What did you do?
I called his mother. And he got over here in a hurry. Okay, Carol, what else you got?
I'm trying to read it. Man.
Maybe I can help you? It's my writing, folks. It's terrible. Terrible.
It looks like drama. Man drama.
Yeah. Son wrote home to his dad. Emailed his dad. I joined the drama club, Dad, and I've already got a part in a play. I'm playing the part of a man who's been married 35 years. And Dad emailed him back, says, congratulations, son. I hope your next play is the speaking part.
Oh, Wayne got that one all right.
And
Mary Ann, anyway, telling you about these potatoes that Richard and Pat had in their garden, and they have a huge amount left over, a whole peck. So Pat brings us down 12 at a time. And then Mary Ann, what'd you do with them, Mary Ann?
I peeled them, cooked them, mashed them,
Hmm.
put peas in there. She has vegetables.
And mixed them with the green peas.
Yep.
Mm. And then what kind of butter did you put on?
I used the imperial margarine.
Yeah, they were good. Got anything?
cookies.
Cookies? Nothing of, no hint as to what they're about?
No, it just says cookies.
Do you know a joke about cookies, Wayne?
Well, I'm sure I probably have heard one, but I can't think of it offhand.
No, I can't either. I remember a little boy came to my friend's house. He had just baked a batch. And he walked into the house. He's about 6 years old. And he says, this house smells full of cookies.
Forgot to tell you.
Oh, yeah. Do you know that one, Wayne, about the doctor? The doctor
Oh,
says,
yes, yes, I know that one.
go ahead.
the doctor said, I have bad news for you, and I have worse news for you. And the patient said, well, what's the bad news? And he said, well, you have 2 days to live. And he said, well, what news could be worse than that? He said, I forgot to tell you yesterday.
I need another sheet, Glendora.
Oh, you ran out of sheet? Mm-hmm. Is there anything on the back of that page?
We did those yesterday.
All right, then would you put these way down at the bottom of the barrel, right here, dear? That's good. All right. Now, is this a new sheet to you?
Yep.
Okay.
Street one way.
Yeah. The secretary says there's a street downtown named after the boss. What's the name of it? One way.
This way or the highway, right?
Yeah, right.
Surly, insolent.
What, dear?
Surly. Surly. I-N.
Oh! Let me think just a minute, folks. Just a minute. The boss said to the employee, "You've been just like a son to me." Really? Yes. Sassy, surly, and insolent. You like that, Marianne?
Yep.
Word improve.
What, dear?
Work improve or word improve?
Can you spell it to me?
W-O-R-D
Mm-hmm.
and then a comma, improve.
Oh, yes, Wayne. What did the secretary, what was she told by the boss? He said your work is improving?
Yes, he said it doesn't take us so long to redo it.
Next. That must be 10, honey.
Yep.
All right, Carol, can you read us our words? Every day we try to strengthen our vocabulary so that we're not filled with these weak, tired out words.
A base.
Okay, what does a base mean?
To make lower.
Yeah. Wayne, do you know what a base means?
Yes, it means to cast down, to degrade, to humble.
Wow. Good for you, Wayne. Good, Carol. What's next?
A bash.
Abash. Carol, you know what that means? Abash?
To destroy the self-possession of,
Oh, yeah.
humiliate, mortify, shame.
Isn't that awful to destroy somebody's self-possession? Go ahead.
Abbreviate.
Abbreviate means to what, Wayne?
To shorten or abridge.
What, does he have a dictionary in front of him?
What, Marianne?
Does he keep a dictionary in front of him?
Yes, well, no, this is all from his head.
Actually, I have a confession to make. I'm looking at my notes.
See?
That's okay. She wanted to know if you had a dictionary. No.
You don't give more than one definition if you're not in front of a dictionary.
Okay, Carol?
Abecedarium?
Yeah, that's an ABC Adarian is somebody who, Wayne?
Well, that's somebody who likes to class everyone as A, B, or C.
ABC Darian. And I think I know the last one. It's to step down from the throne,
Right, abdicate.
abdicate. Well, we're done for the day, folks. I enjoyed that. Did you?
Yep.
Yeah.
Did you folks at home enjoy that? We'll see you in a minute.